The Grand Canyon is a wound in the earth. It is a vast chasm carved by time and water. Its layered walls tell a story of geology. They speak of millions of years. But they may hold other stories. They may hold a human story. A story that has been suppressed. A story that could rewrite everything we think we know about our past. We look at formations like the Tower of Set, Isis Temple. We think these are just modern names. But what if they are clues? What if they point to a truth hidden deep within the rock? This is not just speculation. The mystery begins with a newspaper article. On April 5, 1909, the Phoenix Gazette published a front-page story. The headline was startling. It spoke of a vast underground citadel. It described a find made by an explorer working for the Smithsonian Institution. Artifacts of a civilization with ties to ancient Egypt. Is the cradle of civilization actually in America? The cold open is the hook. Imagine a camera sweeping over the immense, silent expanse of the Grand Canyon. A quiet, serious voice poses a question. What if our history is a lie? What if the true story of humanity lies buried under the red rocks of Arizona? Reading the 1909 Phoenix Gazette for the first time gives that feeling. It is a jolt to the system. A possibility so profound it feels almost forbidden. The story is presented as fact, not fiction. The article acts as a portal to another time. It transports the reader to a world on the cusp of great change. The American West was still being explored. Its secrets were still being uncovered. This was no small notice. It was a major feature. It was intended to be read. It was intended to be believed. The newspaper was reputable in Arizona. It told the story with confidence and wonder. It reports a discovery. It names the explorer. It names the institution. The central figure in this mystery is a man named G.E. Kincaid. For years, he had been traveling the Colorado River, alone. His journey was one of solitude and hardship, through an immense and dangerous canyon. He was searching for minerals, for gold or other valuable resources. Then he noticed strange stains on a sandstone cliff. Above them, something unnatural, an entrance to a cave, hewn from solid rock, almost inaccessible. He climbed nearly 1,400 feet to reach it, edges clean, symmetrical, clearly made by human hands. He lit a torch and stepped inside. A long passageway. The air was still and musty. The silence absolute. He followed the corridor for about 100 feet, and it opened into a much larger chamber. What he saw defied expectation. This was no simple cave. A vast underground complex, a citadel carved from the heart of the mountain. Kincaid described the scene with the careful eye of an explorer. He was in a tomb, perhaps a fortress for the living. The construction was immense, enough to force the world to reconsider its history. Kincaid's description of the main chamber is breathtaking. A massive cross-shaped room, hundreds of feet in each direction. High ceilings, smooth walls. From this hub, numerous smaller rooms radiated outward. Dozens, perhaps hundreds, in a labyrinth of passages and rooms, all carved with precision from living rock. Not a random collection of caves, a planned settlement, a hidden city, protected by the mountain itself. He described granaries filled with seeds, workshops filled with tools, a place where people lived, worked, and worshipped. He estimated the city could have housed 50,000. It would require advanced engineering and mathematics, and tools capable of shaping stone on an industrial scale. Remnants of light, oil lamps or torches, air so dry it preserved everything. It felt suddenly abandoned, or sealed. At its heart, a testament to ambition, and a profound challenge to our understanding. The artifacts Kincaid claimed to have found are the most compelling part of his story. Tools made of copper, described as hard as steel, an advanced knowledge of metallurgy. Mummies, dozens, each laid in its own hewn shelf, wrapped in dark woven fabric, described as of gigantic stature, all male. Tablets of stone and copper, covered in intricate hieroglyphics. A statue, a seated figure holding a flower in each hand, with features that seemed Egyptian. Consider the names: Cheops Pyramid, Buddha Temple, Shiva Temple, Isis Temple. Did the shapes remind early explorers of ancient architecture for a reason? Kincaid's cross-shaped hall and shelf-laid burials evoke a necropolis, Egypt's Valley of the Kings. The parallels, though circumstantial, build a powerful case, a faint outline of a lost history. After the explosive 1909 article, the story should have grown. Teams should have descended. Artifacts should be in museums. But what happened was silence. Silence from the one institution that could verify it, the Smithsonian. No record of Kincaid, no expedition, no artifacts. They deny it happened. To them, the Phoenix Gazette article is fiction, yellow journalism dismissed. But if true, it would upend timelines and authority. Accusations of inconvenient finds going missing are not unique. Often dismissed as conspiracy, yet the pattern persists. Denial, lost evidence, closed files. A wall of silence surrounding the true history of our past. The physical evidence for a cover-up may exist on the ground today. A significant portion of the canyon is off-limits, including the area tied to Kincaid. Hiking forbidden, river access tightly controlled. Accounts speak of armed turnbacks and aerial patrols. Unmarked entrances, rumors of hidden installations, federal park, military borders, national security pretext, a convenient way to seal off vast terrain without explanation. The landscape becomes a prison for the truth. Is it just rocks and species, or a doorway to a lost chapter of human history? A red flag, something the authorities do not want us to see. We are left with a collection of powerful but unproven clues. A detailed 1909 article, persistent legends of the region, a landscape with names that echo the ancient world, an official denial many find suspicious, and a region under tight restriction. Alone, none is proof. Together they tell a story. Discovery, then cover-up. An explorer working for the Smithsonian finds a massive underground city, artifacts pointing to the ancient Near East. Mummies, copper weapons, tablets in hieroglyphs, announced to the world, then denied. Artifacts disappear, area sealed. This sequence of events is deeply troubling. It requires an explanation. Is our history wrong? Is the story we are told a sanitized version of the truth? It suggests ancient civilizations traveled farther, built grander, knew more. We must keep searching. Demand transparency. Challenge restrictions. Support independent research. Are we ready to know the truth? Subscribe to Silent Apex.